Hello, Matt.
Good evening.
It is good evening. It is actually evening.
Somewhat. Close.
I think it's evening.
Close enough.
I mean, it's always afternoon, technically, so, you know.
'Tis afternoon,
Fine. All right. It's afternoon. Anyway.
as the kids say. I don't know if they say that.
I think they say yeet.
Yeet!
We must yeet it off the cliff. What are we doing?
We're doing the Gamers 2 podcast. September 15th,
Now.
2019.
Because we late.
2 days late.
'Cause somebody had to get married.
I had to. It was forced upon me. As all things are.
Yeah. You know, the good old bride fathers picking out husbands.
I'll tell you what. I slept amazing last night. Best sleep in a very long time.
It's one of the true, like, I'm going to fully exhaust myself, then hit the pill, and just, and I'm done. The world
It's not
goes
even
quiet.
that. I think it's the lack of stress. You know, everything's done. Everything that's been eating. Everything that's been tormenting me for the past, however long.
Right, but not the wedding itself, I don't think. I don't think that was really, like, things about the wedding. Like, just the day of, like, I got to make all these choices, and I hate making choices and stuff like that.
Choices.
I don't think the ceremony itself was actually stressing you out.
Having
Maybe
things
it was.
ready. I mean, we did write our own vows. I wrote them the morning of.
Hey, I
was doing dishes.
I give best man speeches without writing anything, so
Yeah.
I know how you feel. I'm surprised, honestly, you even had anything written.
So, yeah.
Unless you were forced to have something written and didn't want to just wing it yourself.
There wasn't like, a statement like, hey, you better write something down or I'm going to murder you. But, it was just,
I'm saying that statement didn't happen.
it was just implied.
Forcefully. Strongly implied. I'll leave your ass standing there if you don't pull out a piece of paper. It was a good time. It was a good day.
Yeah, everything worked out.
Weather held off. It was a good ceremony. I'm happy for you. Everybody's happy for you.
It's all fine and dandy.
It's all good until we, have to watch me go through it, and then it's going to be hell. Because who knows how old we'll be.
Here we go.
I'll still find a way to make it about me. Don't worry.
It's going to happen like a freight train.
That is the potential true worry, is that all of a sudden you'll see me today completely single, not a care in the world.
Yeah.
And then by Friday I'm like, listen, so will you be in my wedding party? You'll be like, are you making the right choice? I'm like, this isn't yours to make. Just support me in it. And it'll all quite literally be downhill from there.
You never know. Maybe it'll be,
Maybe I'll be pissing rainbows.
Maybe you will be pissing rainbows, but will there be a pot of gold at the end is the question.
That's not for me to worry about. That's for wherever that rainbow's going. I'm not chasing my own urine, because here's the thing with chasing your own urine. If you're pissing rainbows, you'll never get to the pot of gold. Think about it.
We're getting in too deep. This turned into a philosophy podcast.
It's a true philosophy statement. If you're pissing rainbows to chase a pot of, you'll never catch the pot of gold. You yourself never will. Somebody else can catch the pot of gold.
Maybe
for you.
the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow is actually your penis.
That's a really wait. So how does the rainbow? So I'm shooting away from the pot of gold.
I don't know, man.
All right. What if there's two pot of golds?
Exactly. There's always two.
We never know.
The rainbow has
it's
two
got
ends.
two ends. It's not a halo. Anyway, if you're curious about penises and pots of gold and urine, you're welcome. I guess rainbows too.
You're in luck. Welcome to this podcast.
Welcome to Gamers 2. So yeah, it was a fun, good time.
Yeah, it was.
It was like half of a Target reunion for all of us, and furniture sales. The other half of the group.
True.
It was good to see everybody, and I don't think anybody really. Now, not that there are many complaints ever in a wedding, but I didn't really hear any. Food was good. Holy shit, those mashed potatoes! But also, holy shit, were they dense as fuck. I don't know if you had them. The gourmet mashed potato, or sorry, not mashed potatoes. Fuck me, mac and cheese.
Oh yeah.
The gourmet mac and cheese.
Yeah.
It was so good, but it was so
heavy.
So dense and heavy that I was like, I could eat an entire plate of this. I'd also ask somebody to pump my stomach afterwards.
Yeah.
Just because I wouldn't be able to do anything else. Where we feel bloated, you would have found me laying outside. Just like, this is the only way I feel comfortable right now.
Yeah.
And I've been stretched across the chairs of the wedding.
It was the food was good. There was that issue, and the same thing.
Which even then, not really that much of an issue.
Yeah,
it was delicious,
and to that extent, the cupcakes were extremely rich. Extremely rich.
Now, fun fact: I didn't eat any of your cupcakes or cake.
Neither did I. Not until I got home.
Now, I also ate all of your choices months ago, though.
Yeah, that's true.
So I was just like, yes, that's what that flavor tasted like, and I just kind of agreed with myself that that's what it was, and I kept drinking.
Yeah, so which is probably a good thing because the amount of sugar that was in those things was like I started to eat one when I got home, and I didn't even finish the whole thing. I was like, oh, it's too much. It's
one of those, I'll have half today, half tomorrow, and I might be okay.
Yeah, exactly. Which our whole fridge is sweets because we took home...
Yes,
play the cupcakes. And then Dr. Hannah was like, oh, I'm going to, let's drop off some snacks. She put some snacks in the fridge. And it's like, cake pops. I think it was like fudge and like just stuff like that. And I was just like, oh my God, like just.
The best part is like normally like she is such a great person and I love all these things. I'm going to destroy this cake pop tray. And then now he's like, I got fucking too much.
Yeah,
stop it.
Mm-hmm. It was it's thoughtful, but lots of sweets. Lots of sweets. Yep.
Just pack it on. The wedding's over now.
Yeah. I wasn't trying to lose weight before, so I guess.
Well, all right. Well, I guess there's no reason to really even try.
Yeah.
Just start bulking for winter. Get into your bear hibernate stage and poof.
Always. I'm always in hibernation mode.
Most would say I am too. More for the amount of sleeping that I want to do than anything else.
Yeah.
I get home after work and I'll take like hour and a half naps. It fucks me up because then I'm up for too late. But there's just times I'm like, I can't function and I don't want to fall asleep at 7 o'clock because then I'll be up at 3 a.m. and I'll be screwed either way.
Yeah.
So it's a fun time.
The problems of adulthood.
The problems of your late 20s.
Or early 30s.
Yeah, it depends on which one of us you want to be. Pick your poison because neither one's great. Anyway, so other than getting married, what have you been doing this week?
I played a lot of No Man's Sky. Still going away. Still doing it. So
I mean, this is up there for like the most you've stuck with a game for.
I think almost 40 hours into it.
Whew, boy. You put a full-time job in.
Let's see here. Oh, I figured out we were playing the game wrong. We were ignoring.
The best part is you're going to tell me in a week that we have also still been playing the game
wrong. Probably.
Again.
No, what we should have done is done the Artemis quest line and just bang that out before we did anything.
Okay.
Because that gives you
the majority of everything we've been trying to get.
Yeah, that you would need. You get all these blueprints. You get the fucking portal glyphs we were talking about. You get all this shit. And
we would. That's completely us, though. We would exactly do what we're doing.
So, like, now I'm going through the quest line because I need the portal glyphs.
Right.
And, like, I'm getting blueprints for shit that I've already purchased, and I'm like, what the fuck? But...
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. But the money thing, still working, so that makes things a lot easier because then I'll just, like, go to a random space station and buy a ton of materials and be like, I'm going to put you away because I'll need you at some point.
And these are mine now.
Yep.
Go to the freighter. Talk to you later.
These are mine now. And that's about it. I don't think I haven't played anything else for sure. Started watching the baseball anime again. I was watching. I was like, I've been watching too much like moody animes, and so I'm like, I'm gonna watch some baseball anime because that's what always picks me up because there's crazy baseball players, and they've been doing their thing, doing their baseball,
been doing their thing.
Rival pitchers, all that good stuff. That's really it. Nothing else. The YouTubes. Watched Bruce and Autumn unbox their new PC.
Ooh,
that was fun. And other than that, it's last minute wedding planning that's now done and over with. So I've been in a great mood today. Lovely mood. Everyone's like, "What's wrong with you?" And I'm like,
"It's over."
This is what it feels like to not have stress in your life for 24 hours. Lovely until tomorrow, something catastrophic.
Right? Yeah. When everything immediately goes back to normal, and you go, I want to murder that thing, and if that shelf looks at me wrong, I'm fucking throwing it.
I fully anticipate something breaking. That's what I feel like.
Something critical.
Yeah, something critical.
But not critical to affect you like personally, but critical to affect what you're doing at that moment.
Yeah, probably. And then I'll have like the temper spike. But yeah, that's been my life. How about you? What have you been doing? New games coming out.
New games coming out, doing new things, touching new things. You know how it always is. Touched the PlayStation controller for a little while. Played some of the show. Got some new cards. Touched the keyboard. Touched the mouse. Touched both mice. Because I've been doing both mice. Both mice.
Yeah.
Because one is now the WoW mouse. So when I'm playing the WoW Classic, I get to touch that mouse. When I'm playing Borderlands, because I've been playing the Borderlands 3, I touch the other mouse. It's a good time. I touched my phone.
All right.
Playing Pokemon Go Community Day today.
We might have some new stuff to play on your phone.
Well, I might.
Maybe.
Are we going to talk about that?
Oh, I don't know. Which one?
I don't know. Is there any mobile news?
There's mobile news, but it's for iOS. So it's
okay, yeah. So when that one comes to Android, I'm probably going to play that. When Minecraft Earth should be coming out pretty soon. And there's another one that Mario Kart should be out soon too.
Oh yeah, isn't it out? It's not out already.
It might have released somewhere, but I don't think it's out everywhere yet. Or it's out soon. I can't remember if it was October or late September. But that'll be the other one that I'm going to dip in and give it a shot and see how it goes.
Nice.
So I'll have some other stuff to play. But I've been, the Pokemon goes. I got my shinies, got my Pokemon. Both me, Dewey, and Stowe all opened it at the wedding venue yesterday. Nothing fucking spawning. Rip. Anyway.
That's kind of weird.
There were like maybe 2 spawns where we're like, it's all shitty. Garbage Pokemon. Nobody wants these.
That sucks. How's Classic going? Good? Any complications?
Everybody is in Stranglethorn Vale.
Okay.
So even with layering, it's just annoying. But that's just like we're playing casually.
Yeah.
And so is everybody else for the most part. So now we're all at the same spot.
Yeah.
We're
and
all
in cool. the grind.
Let's all fight for mobs that we have to do for these quests. And it's us trying to find a spot that somebody might not be in right then.
Mm-hmm.
And try to do that one and try to maneuver that. It's been going well. I like feel somewhat bad because going back to the sleep problem, I get home from work and I'm like, because I'm in air quotes off season for volleyball. It's like I'm doing anything at night.
Yeah.
So I come home, I might work out or do like a little something, get a snack, and then I'm like, all right, I kind of want to play the show because I still want to get stuff in there. So I'll play that for like. I'll grab a small snack. Sit down. Yeah, shit down. Sit down.
That
play,
too.
Yeah, yeah. Or shit down. Sit down, play the show for like a couple games, eat dinner, and be like, all right, cool. Go play WoW. And we get like an hour into WoW, and I'm like, I'm going to fucking pass out. And I keep trying to just like persevere, but or I'll do the other bad option. I get home, I pass out, I wake up like an hour and a half later, eat dinner, and then I've still wasted all that time as well that I could have been doing WoW with him.
Let me tell you, I have had a similar issue recently because there was a short point where I was going in early for work the week before this past week before the wedding, which was soul crushing because I had a weird shift that was earlier on top of the last minute planning for the getting stuff together for the wedding. Going on. Yeah. So I saw somewheres at one point that whatever your preferred drink of choice as far as energy goes, like if it's an energy drink or whatever, like in my case it'd be coffee. If you drink a cup of coffee and then immediately take like a 45-minute nap,
the energy to a power nap immediately.
Yeah.
So that way you wake up when your body has now processed the energy.
Yeah. So basically, I started doing that where there was always enough coffee left from the morning of when I got home to make one cup of coffee. I'd make it real quick, pound it, go upstairs, fall asleep for like 45 minutes to an hour. And then immediately I was up and I was like good for like 6 to 8 hours again. And it actually worked. And I was like, oh, this is intriguing. Because then it's like, it gives you enough to efficiently go through what you got to go through. And then by the time it's like a normal time to fall asleep, you're just fucking like crash, which is good. And yeah,
well, you know what my
that's
preferred,
how I've been surviving.
You know what my preferred energy is? It's downstairs. So maybe I'll just do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been those. Like, I'm not having any sleep problems with work or anything, but it's just like I hate mornings, and it doesn't matter. No matter what, if I wake up in the morning, I will, because my work shift or my shift at work isn't 10 to 6. I'd be fine if it was that. But because I wake up early, it doesn't matter if I went to bed at 9 o'clock at night and I walked into work at 6:30 in the morning. It's not going to matter. 3 o'clock comes, I'm going to be done.
Yeah.
I'm going to be struggling. Anytime I wake up in the morning, doesn't matter how much sleep I got the night before, I am looking for those naps.
Yeah, I think with us, you're never, when you have those early shifts, like, it's never going to work for us, no matter how much sleep we get, because we're not morning people normally. We'd much prefer to skew towards the evening. So,
100%. If I could, I mean, I brought that up when I worked with you. Every time we had to do like those giant weeks, I was like, just let me pull night shifts. Let me come in 10 to 6. Somebody's got to be here. Just shut me in the building. I'm not going anywhere. I'll get everything done because a mix of multiple things. I don't have to deal with anybody. Nobody's in my fucking way. And it's my hour. That is when I thrive. Piss off, people. I would have had everything done in 3 days. But, alas. Policies and work things.
Yeah. Society. Sticking their norms on us.
Yeah, fucking keep your normies. Get out of here.
Keeping the man keeping us down.
But otherwise, football. Been watching the footballs. Playing fantasy football. Week one in my 2 paid leagues. Lost in my non-paid league. 2 evil.
Oh, that's soul crushing.
Yeah, a couple points.
She rubbing it in your face?
Not really.
Come on.
But I'm fine with it because I don't have money in that league.
Yeah.
So I go 0-16. I'm not really going to feel too bad about it. But it was also nice because people she had against me, I have on my league teams. So I'm like, all right, as long as they're doing good, I'm making money. So not going to hurt me any.
That's funny.
But yeah, it's been a good time so far.
Did you hear that? I don't know if we talked about this, but Turning Stone has
I know.
The gambling now, sport gambling.
I can't remember what the name of the company is. It's not Playbook. But yeah. Yep, they have gambling now. When we were there in June, me and my group for the tech stuff, they were still building it with the plan of getting it up before the season, and they got it up in like 2 weeks, I think, before the season started.
Yeah.
Looks good. According to my buddy, I haven't been there since June.
Yeah, I have no reason to go there. I thought it was interesting, though.
I hate to go there.
Yeah.
I only go there when I can get out of work. It's not my atmosphere.
Yeah, for sure.
I've had people have weddings there or like meetings and stuff, and I'm just like, I don't even want to go, man. People have birthdays, like, oh yeah, we're going to the casino. I'm like, for what? Oh, we're gonna go to not 33 or Tin Rooster. There's like random like, oh, we're gonna go to Lava. We're gonna go to Tin Rooster. I'm like, fucking why? It's expensive, and I can drink way cheaper and just sit at home.
They're like, we want to socialize. And
with who?
Nate's like, what?
Just get the whole group and go somewhere that not everybody and their brother thinks is super cool. I just Boston Rooster's not my crowd, but that's a different discussion.
That's the area.
That's the problem. The problem's the area, not me. I swear. But yeah, that's been it. Then got like 4 hours in Borderlands, so
scratching the surface.
I think I am scratching the surface because so far it's tickling me pretty well, and I'm just like, whoo, yay, whoo. I'm playing as Flack. I got pets.
I don't even know what the fuck that means. None of that makes any sense
Flack
to me.
is this towering robot beastmaster. And when I say towering, I think there's no character that you've been able to play as that's taller than him.
Interesting.
That doesn't really matter other than the fact that when I'm looking at people that in other games I've always been eye to eye with or looked up at, I am towering these people staring down. I'm like, yes, I will help you. But he's got a lot of good quips. You know, he doesn't have blood. He's a robot. It's like, I take your blood because I don't have any, and just things like that. And I have a pet. So
that's always
send
nice.
pets to do things. Pets do things. They kill. I kill. It's a good time.
Can they die?
Yeah, they can go. They can get knocked down, so you have to go over and do like the revive thing on them.
Oh, okay.
I've only had that happen in one fight that was going a little crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So far, anyway. And then the funny thing, the way I was talking about it with Dewey, because he's playing the same character. Almost everybody I know is playing Flack, which not a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
It means you probably made a good character, but I don't know if it means you made other good characters. But him, he sounds like a robot, but he is written in a way that sounds like he is a D&D character. And what I mean by that is he seems to have a clear like quest and glory goal that he has, but it's just been immediately yanked away from it to deal with whatever he's currently dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, you know, the paladin that's like, I need to restore the righteousness to, oh no, currently I'm just killing this imp. Like, these guys are pretty cool. I'm hanging out with them, whatever. But I need to get back to the righteousness. Like, his whole thing is like the blood of the hunt. And at one point somebody asked him, like, what are you doing? He's like, I am here to reclaim glory. And I'm just helping out these guys right now. I'm like, yep, that is exactly a D&D character that has this whole giant impressive backstory, but has now been thrown away to
do
help this
minor questing.
Help this farmer figure out how to give birth to a cow. Like,
nice.
But Matt, there's so many other things I could play right now, especially some new ones. But where would I want to look or listen? Mostly listen.
Listen, I would hope. I mean, if they're looking places, I don't know where they'd look to actually see anything.
I know exactly where they would look, but the deal section is on our Discord, but not the deal section in air quotes. When I feel like throwing things in there, there's currently only one deal in there, and I think it's expired because it was a Humble Bundle, but
come to the Gamers 2 curated list of new releases for the week. Although,
even though it takes us 23 minutes to get there.
Technically true. And technically this is for the previous week and not this week that we're currently in because it is Sunday.
But this does mean you can play all of them right now.
That's true.
And Celeste got DLC.
Which I heard is good.
I have Celeste on the Epic Game Store because it was one of their free games at one point. Have not played it yet. Speaking of which, Epic Game Store, just giving free games out all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know why people aren't just log in and claim them. What are you doing? It's easy.
Steam. My Steam's, bro.
Steam ain't giving you free shit.
But Steam's good.
You can
and
have both.
Epic's evil.
What if I told you could have both?
What?
Number 2 is Battle Wake for PlayStation. Then Blasphemous for the PlayStation, Xbox, PC, and Switch.
It's a good name.
Caravan Stories for the PlayStation. Gears 5 is out for Xbox and PC officially, not just the Ultimate Edition anymore. Greedfall comes to PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. Hero Express to the PlayStation. NASCAR Heat 4 for the PlayStation and Xbox.
We're still making those?
Right? I also love that for some reason NASCAR is, I think, trademarked in all caps. Wait, no. What is this? It's E... There's a word in front of PES this year. It's not Evolution Sports. Esports. Something... Some type of sport. I can't remember now, and I didn't write it down because I'm, fucking, why not?
All right, we'll keep going, and I'll look it up.
Pro Evolution Soccer, or PES 2020, is now out for PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. I'm going to skip that one for a second. Super Dodgeball Beats for the PlayStation and Switch. Borderlands 3, as we've talked about, for PlayStation, Xbox, and PC, and NHL 20 for the PlayStation and Xbox. And Matt, what's the word I'm forgetting?
eFootball.
eFootball, thank you. Yes, eFootball is Pro Evolution Soccer 2020.
That's random. It feels random.
I kind of like that they do it, though. Like, it's random. You're
It's
right.
a branding thing, right? Or is it
I don't know if it's a branding thing, but I like that they're just acknowledging, like, this is electronic,
Yeah.
like if FIFA just said FIFA 20, it's a fucking arcade simulator. Like, it's not meant to be realistic.
Whereas
PES is closer, I think, in gameplay. But that's a completely different discussion. I would start a flame war immediately. I watched a flame war happen on Twitter or on Reddit earlier this week about the differences between FIFA and PES. And people just, FIFA's better. PES is better. FIFA's better if you like arcade. PES is better if you like realistic. Yeah, but PES, it doesn't have this brand. And I was just like, oh my God.
passionate crowd.
Just like what you like, man. All right? That being said, you're fucking wrong.
You're entitled to your opinion, but you're wrong and I hate you.
Yeah. And get out of my house. And the last one, the one I skipped over, because I've recently been introduced to this kind of music, and then all of a sudden, there's a game. I can't remember what the theory or conundrum is when you see something and then you keep seeing it over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
It's brought up on Reddit all the time. It's where you see something the first time, and then all of a sudden you start seeing it everywhere else, and you're like, huh? So Todd's been about this lo-fi stuff.
Okay.
This game is called Kind Words, and then in the title has the parentheses, lo-fi chill beats to write to for the PC. It's on Steam. Mr. Steam Elitist.
Interesting.
A deer brings you mail. I watched the trailer. This deer hands you a letter through a window in your bedroom, and the lo-fi just kicks in, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing, but hell yeah.
Lo-fi is like the chill,
like hip hop jazz.
Yeah.
Like meant for study music or coding music or reading music or anything like that, where you're kind of just hanging out doing stuff.
Interesting.
Todd's been about it. I've been alright listening to it sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Some people's mixes I just don't think are really anything. I'm like, you're not even trying.
Yeah.
Then some people do like a really good one. I'm like, yeah, all right, all right. I'm gonna kill this tiger. Backstab.
There's a serious channel that's
XM.
Yep. That is, I mean, they probably have one for lo-fi, but there's one that's specifically electronic, like lo-fi kind of. I think they call it chill.
It's probably
chill,
yeah.
That we like on the old automobile.
And let's get right into the news. And I'm gonna start.
Be my guest.
Keeping up the tradition of I'm going to read stories I don't give a shit about and get Matt's opinion, while he reads stories he doesn't give a shit about and get my opinion. Number one, first up, we have a two-part story that is also somewhat of an update. Part one. At Apple's latest iPhone event, the company revealed that the Apple Arcade will be launching in more than 150 countries on September 19th for a monthly fee of $4.99 and with support for Apple's family sharing feature. The company will launch with a 1-month free trial, and it will arrive with more than 100 titles. You gonna pay for it?
No.
Okay, that's what I thought. I mean, you don't mobile game anyway, but regardless. Going to number two, the second part is an update to a leak we talked about recently. Google has teased that Play Pass is officially coming soon. Google Play Pass is an experimental Google Play game subscription service which looked to be a direct answer to Apple's similar Apple Arcade. The teaser, a day before Apple revealed pricing and launch details for Apple Arcade, has 0 details. Solid teaser.
Yeah. Also don't care about that one, so.
I care only about that one only to see what games are going to be in it.
Yeah, what's included.
Yeah, because like if Pokemon Go is in it to like with certain perks that make sense, maybe.
It's hard for me to imagine that they're going to be able to make it attractive in that way. Like a lot of the games that people play are free to play with purchased, whatever. So like, how do you give it like a credit system? Like you X amount of credit every month or something. Like,
and that's what I want to see what they want to do. Because, all right, you could potentially get people to actually play Wizards Unite. You got Pokemon Go. You're going to have Mario Kart coming out. You're going to have Gwent coming out at some point. Like, you could have all these. Hearthstone's already on there. And, there's all these things like that you could put in this pass. But I don't know how you deal with all the companies to get the whole thing. So we'll see.
Yeah. Shall be interesting.
Shall be indeed.
Number 2. Remember that weird ring accessory that Nintendo teased last week? Well, it's called Ring Fit Adventure. Ring Fit Adventure launches in October for Switch. It consists of 3 main pieces. There's the game itself, 2 accessories, a leg strap, and a flexible ring that Nintendo has dubbed the Ring Con, which is essentially a high-tech resistance band. In order to use both, you need to slot a Joy-Con controller inside of each. Then you control the game primarily through your movements. As for the game, you ready for this trip?
I can't wait.
You play as a hero dressed like a gym rat, and you partner up with a sentient ring named Ring to fight off an incredibly swole purple dragon in a leotard.
Bro, what you know about fire breathing, bro?
The dragon is infecting the fantasy realm with darkness.
Not swollenness, because that they missed that option.
The experience is structured sort of like a Super Mario game as you go through a series of levels spread across different settings, punctuated by boss battles.
They should have doubled down on the broness.
They did. So the idea is that Nintendo, the purple dragon who is swole wearing a leotard is meant to channel all the negative aspects of gym life. So, the ultra competitiveness, like the gatekeeping, that type of thing. And the dragon is swole, and he has like a sweatband on his head. And
he better have like 8 sweatbands.
Yeah.
1 on the head, 3 on the arms.
Ankles, tail.
Yeah.
Wings.
If his tail doesn't have a sweatband,
what are they even doing?
Why are you trying? Why you're not even trying?
You're not trying. I just can't, I read this and I was like, this is for real.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, cool. All right. I'm not buying it.
I mean, it's an interesting approach compared to Wii Sports or whatever, or what's fitness board
Wii
thing.
Fit, yeah.
Instead of just being strictly fitness, it's let's make an adventure out of it.
Yeah. It's an adventure fitness thing. Number 3, Discord seemingly isn't the place. Sorry, I'm reading ahead of that. Discord seemingly isn't the place where people want to go for subscription gaming. The hugely popular chat app has already decided to phase out the bundle of games it introduced last year as part of its $9.99 per month Nitro subscription service, thus choosing not to compete with Xbox Game Pass, Uplay Plus, Origin Access, and every other fucking subscription service. Quote, while we and some of you love these games, the truth is the vast majority of Nitro subscribers didn't play them. So, after careful consideration, we won't be hitting continue when these contracts come up for renewal, end quote. The company wrote that in a blog post.
Interesting. That is, I appreciate
but not shocking.
Yeah, I appreciate their willingness to pull the plug on things.
Yeah. And then immediately just at the same time pulling the plug, be like, nobody's playing them, so
yeah, saying, listen, this is the deal.
Yeah, be straightforward with your consumers.
Excuse me, sir. What are you trying to do here?
That's the man getting thrown out of office meme.
What can
we do? Steal from competitors, reuse old assets, poach our fucking community. I don't know, just be straight up with the community.
Number 4, the MPD Group has released its monthly U.S. sales report for August, showing that U.S. hardware, software, and accessory sales were down 18% year over year. Year to date, the MPD figures put U.S. spending on games down 6% from last year to $7 billion, just to keep things in focus. It's down, but it's still at $7 billion.
Which, as we all know, all the people at the stock market only care about the down part.
Yeah, right? August spending on game hardware dropped 22% year over year, and year to date, hardware spending is down 21%. Obviously, similar numbers there. If you follow games at all, this is probably not a surprise to you, since console hardware is old and the next generation is on the horizon.
Good for the last sentence, because none of that fucking means a thing. The only thing that slightly means anything in that entire statement is the actual game sales themselves. Obviously, accessories would go down year over year, even without new hardware on the horizon. Because guess what, fuckers? Everybody already bought their new accessories beforehand. So if you bought one last year and you didn't buy one this year, it went down.
Yeah. And in the grand scheme of things, this has been a somewhat weaker year for game releases.
Until the fall.
Yeah.
Where everything's going to hit shit. And then in the spring, when these numbers next year are going to be a fucking joke. Yeah. Oh, year over year, it's up by 50%. Yeah, because Cyberpunk and everything else is out. You psychopaths. No wonder it's down.
And then you look at...
Both companies went, hey, we got new consoles coming. And everybody went, well, you're not getting my money anymore. Fuck you.
Yeah, so whatever year they release a console, they're going to be like, oh my God, console hardware sales are up
300%. It's the biggest launch since 2017.
Which was the last console that came out.
Stop your arbitrary fucking... There's nothing I hate more, and it happens all the time in sports. But when somebody cherry picks stats to make a point, over the last 11 games, he's the only person to average 10 3-pointers, yada, yada. Okay, what if I shorten that to 10 games, or extend it to 12 games? What's the difference at that point? How many other people did it at 10 games?
Can you imagine how much time people waste like finding these stats, though?
You know how much they probably get paid?
I know, that's the sad part.
Hey, guy, go to Baseball Reference and look up, in a 4-game span, everybody to hit 3 home runs. Oh, he's the only guy that hit 3 to right field and all over 420 feet. Shut up!
So Nate's trying to say that he wants me to do more stories on the MPD right now. More. I like to throw one in there every once in a while because it pisses him off.
Like the MPD, it's not even the MPD.
I know, it's
because the MPD is doing what it's meant to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's the other people that I'm sure are reacting and being like the people that don't know gaming.
Yeah.
Based specifically on your last sentence, whereas if you don't follow games at all, which is a lot of stock journalists, kind of.
Yeah.
Jim Cramer's been all about games lately. It's kind of weird.
Well,
I don't watch anything of his, but randomly I was walking past him on
it's
TV
kind of
at
a
work,
smart
and he was
move.
like, "Buy Overwatch League," and I was like, "Fucking excuse me."
It's a smart move because it's one of those markets that clearly is going to get bigger.
Yeah, ain't getting smaller.
Yeah, it's here. It's here to stay. It's going to blow up at some point.
It's bigger than every other entertainment industry, whether they admit it or not.
Mm-hmm.
Number 5. Nintendo is using its legal muscle to take ROM sites down again, apparently one at a time if it has to. As reported by Polygon, the Switch maker yesterday filed suit against the people behind ROM Universe, a site prominently offering ROMs and ISOs of games for dozens of current and older game systems, including the Switch and 3DS. The suit alleges that in addition to violating Nintendo's trademark and copyrights, the site has for the last decade been profiting off the distribution of unauthorized copies of games by selling a premium membership that allowed users to download larger number of ROMs at higher speeds. Nintendo is seeking statutory damages of up to $150,000 for each copyright infringement and up to $2 million to each trademark infringement, as well as punitive damages, legal fees, and any profits the site made. A similar Nintendo suit against a pair of ROM sites last year concluded with the owners of those operations agreeing to pay Nintendo $12.23 million.
Nintendo being Nintendo. I mean, in their defense, if they're copying Switch games and 3DS games that are
then selling them,
yeah, that's the.
And even if their argument is, well, we're not selling them, we're selling the ability to download at a higher speed. You're like, I don't know if that's going to hold up in court.
Yeah,
one,
that's not going to fly.
And 2, where do these people selling the ROMs get $12.23 million?
I don't know. That's a good question. I mean,
I still don't know how they're going to pay that back.
Like a site advertisement, maybe?
Right, but how do you pay that back?
You don't. You go bankrupt.
But even if you go bankrupt, I don't know how legal things work.
Hopefully, you never will in that regard.
I'm going to file Chapter 11. No. News Wednesday. Nate's broke. Spend it all on fucking Pokemon cards.
A Pokemon Go.
Nope.
Something.
Nope. Just cards.
Okay.
Actual Pokemon cards, and then I'm going to take my old phone out.
Fucking Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
No, I'll take my old phone Don't you meme me like that. What I'll do is I'll take my old phone out. I'll set the Pokemon card down. I'll videotape it with my new phone of me throwing my phone at the card and then wondering why it doesn't work. Solid Vine. Too bad Vine doesn't exist anymore.
Was it TikTok now? Is that the thing?
Yeah, but I don't know. I can't.
I don't know what that is. All right,
It's a thing.
I know. I'm so old. Number 6.
You kids and your raps, get off my lawn.
I almost got to yell at kids in our lawn. I was so excited. I got out of my car. I was running around the house. They were gone by the time I got to. Because, like, there's kids on bikes, and they were chilling in our yard to the point that, like, one of them was sitting in the driveway, and I couldn't drive my car into my driveway.
Oh, there's one way to do it, and just take him with it in further into the driveway.
Yeah.
There's nothing I like the idea better of than putting on my white dad sneaks with a slight ankle white sock showing, walking out in some plain jorts and a slightly grass stained T-shirt from mowing the lawn, and just get off my lawn.
I would have enjoyed it. Oh well.
What do you think this place is?
It's always next time.
Auschwitz. I don't know if that got picked up or not, but depend. The guy in my head, the voice, he served in World War II. It was a whole thing.
Okay.
That's why he's so old.
Okay.
I can't go with Vietnam where I referenced.
Okay. During today's GameStop,
it's not Hanoi.
During today's GameStop Q2 earnings call,
oh boy, this is gonna be bad.
The company announced it would be closing between 180 and 200 underperforming stores
It
globally.
should have said all of them.
Between now and the end of the year. That's a short amount of time to close 200 stores, I feel like, but who knows?
I mean, if they're underperforming.
True. During the call, GameStop CFO James Bell praised the company's they have 5,700 stores worldwide.
Worldwide, yeah, probably.
That's a lot of fucking stores.
There were 3 in Utica.
This is ridiculous. Anyways.
Remember, Mall, Consumer Square, and North Utica.
It's insane.
And then
all right, so apparently
had one. Rome, I think, had one.
Rome still has one, yeah. That's.
I mean, the mall's gone, but
okay, that makes sense.
I did this as my mall being gone. By the way, this is how I removed that number.
So this story is going to be speaking to our area because well, let me continue.
I'm betting everything but one closes.
They state that 95% of them are profitable. Quote, while that is an impressive statistic, we have a clear opportunity to improve our overall profitability by de-densifying our chain. That work is well underway. We are on track to close between 180 and 200 underperforming stores globally by the end of the fiscal year. And while these closures were more opportunistic, we are applying a more definitive analytic approach, including profit levels and sales transferability, that we expect will yield a much larger portion of closures over the coming 12 to 24 months. So my understanding of that statement is basically, we are going to close stores that we can move the sales to another store locally. So I'm assuming, I feel like that's our area.
What I hear is we're done, and we're just going to try to keep this life raft going for as long as we can.
So I'm assuming
start throwing weight off.
By the end of next year, we'll probably have a Syracuse store, one Utica store, and that's it.
We might have 2 Syracuse stores still.
Yeah, well,
we'll probably have one in the mall and then
one outside somewhere.
One outside it.
This all comes as a part of GameStop's reboot plan, which was a major focus of its Q2 earnings report. As a part of the sales plan, 50 employees lost their jobs in early August, and another 120 were laid off later in the month.
And all of Game Informer's gone.
Including 7 members of the Game Informer staff. The company also recently moved ThinkGeek in with GameStop proper and announced several new plans for stores, including retro-focused and esports-driven locations.
Good luck.
Good luck. I mean, they're making moves. They got to make moves. We'll see how it plays out, Cotton.
If they continue to exist, it will not be the same model. They can't function.
No, I think they're best.
And even going to a complete boutique store still puts them down to not even having one in Utica and leaving only one in Syracuse.
Yeah, I mean, their best option for maneuvers they can make quickly is the way that they're going, which is ThinkGeek style. Like,
Yeah, but ThinkGeek had stores. Like,
it does, but now you just cut off GameStop essentially.
that's what I mean. Like, just kick that to the curb and let them.
Yeah, I mean you can sell games and stuff, but that can't be where you're making your money.
Oh yeah, no. And stop it with like the whole used game racket. Like, it's just not gonna.
Yeah,
ain't gonna work.
It's not working.
Number 7. Gwent the Witcher card game is finally headed to iOS. Fans can experience the free-to-play game on mobile devices starting October 29th. Most importantly, all progress, including card collections, will carry over from the PC version of the game. Big news, Matt.
I guess.
My thing, the biggest part of that, one, finally they've announced it, but 2, you're going to tell me that's like a cross-save thing? Thank you.
Yeah, that's pretty dope, actually. Like, if you're into it. I could
Like,
see
hey,
that
we don't
being
want to
awesome.
make you, restart because we're worried that wouldn't make anybody play this game.
I'm assuming, like, I'm assuming here, so you can tell me if I'm wrong.
You're going to make an ass?
I don't think so in this case, because I can't imagine it being as popular as it is if it didn't have that feature, which is Hearthstone.
If you're asking me, does Hearthstone have that feature?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Because you log into your battle account.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't remember if Gwent has that same. If they might have an account thing too, so that's probably how.
Yeah. They're.
It's been so long since I played Gwent, though I don't remember.
I don't know either. I mean, maybe it's
I played
related
Gwent
to
both in the
GOG?
game and then not in the game as well.
Yeah.
It might be, but it might not be. I don't know if it's in the Galaxy of Games or Good Old Games Galaxy, good old whatever.
Whatever the fuck it is. Number 8.
Every time it says GOG, I'm like, it's not Green Man, so I don't know what we're talking about.
Number 8. KFC.
You got that right. Give me some fried chicken.
Yes. The
Thank
fast
you.
food restaurant is working on a video game with
What?
developer Psyops. The fried chicken connoisseurs. That's something that's Psyops. That's what I'm going with. The fried chicken connoisseurs.
You could just call it Yasp. The one man himself, Shuhei Yoshida.
The fried chicken connoisseurs are releasing a dating simulator. I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator.
Okay, so we can stop everything right here. That shouldn't be the title.
That's the title.
It shouldn't be the title. No dating simulator should be considered finger-licking good.
Oh, it's finger-licking good. It's licking something good.
Yeah. Why are you licking your fingers, huh? What have you been doing? You been dipping them in that bowl?
Colonel Sanders.
That bowl? That
hole of goodness.
What's that bowl that I can't think? What's the KFC bowl? Famous bowl. You just dipping them in the famous bowl?
Famous bowl, yeah.
Dip it in the gravy a little bit and then...
It's disgusting. The game popped up on Steam this morning as coming soon, according to the listing. A KFC representative told Polygon the game will be available for free on Steam on September 24th. I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator, will put players in control of a, quote, promising culinary student, end quote, who's studying alongside...
Wait a second. So now, alongside? You can finish your sentence.
Who's studying alongside a young Colonel Sanders while looking for love, but you've got to make it through culinary school, too. If you're lucky, Colonel Sanders might even take you on as a business partner. Of the 9 characters, there's also a dog who is also a professor at the culinary school. Have you seen a photo of Colonel Sanders from
Yes,
this
I
game?
have.
Okay.
So I was initially nervous the way you were reading it because it sounded like we were about to have teacher-student relations.
That's what I was hoping when I
I was
started.
like, hold on a second. We're kind of pushing things.
Then when I saw the dog, I was like, there's a dog. So I'm assuming you pick who you play as. And I thought initially that they were saying the dog was going to be...
The love interest?
That could be one of the quote culinary students that you play as.
Oh, boy.
But it turns out the dog is a professor. So
you can romance Colonel Sanders.
yeah, you can romance Colonel Sanders.
Get to see his chicken tender.
You can throw some gravy all over that chicken tender.
Also, for if ever we talk about this again, like when we talk about the download numbers or something in 3 weeks, we are not allowed, same way as Stadia, that full name needs to be said every time.
I can't wait for the memes from that fucking game, bro. It's gonna
I
be
can't wait to watch
ridiculous.
Ray stream it.
It's free. We might as well play it.
Oh no! I mean, we can. So if we're gonna play dating simulators, if we're gonna be those two people, here's the thing: we're gonna play that, and then when it comes out, we're playing the elderly one, the nursing home one.
Oh, there's a nursing home one.
Yeah, I talked about it from PAX.
Oh yeah, okay.
Later
yeah.
daters. That's the name of it is. I got Dewey to play it for like 5 minutes before he's like, I can't do this anymore.
That's
Because
fantastic.
he just won't do dating sims. But you bet your ass I want him to do a dating sim. I want him in with us while we do a dating sim because that would be hysterical to me.
Colonel Sanders, finger looking good.
Finger looking something. Why would you put, I get that it's the slogan at KFC that it's finger looking good, but why would you put that in the dating simulator title?
It's kind of ingenious because I feel like KFC has a problem. And the problem is they don't draw in a younger crowd.
So, I disagree. I think what KFC's problem is that they're almost too meme heavy.
Really?
The only problem that they have is that every time they choose a new Colonel Sanders, like the person to represent them, they always choose people that young people don't give a fuck about.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, hey, look, Reba McEntire is Colonel Sanders. Anybody watching Ninja doesn't give a shit about that.
They pull in, like, if you ever go into a KFC, which I have not in a long time, but like whenever I have, it's always an older people in there.
Yeah, it's true. But it's also because that place would not be in the young crowd of things.
Yeah.
It doesn't suit the, like, I'm going to go hit the gym and get me a bucket of KFC. Like,
or the, like the younger, like, I want all animals to live a happy life until I eat them.
I want an Impossible Burger. What's that? You fried the chicken? Fuck off. Like,
you fried the 5-headed chicken.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh God. The mega leg.
The mega chicken that's been roided up its entire life.
If nobody has ever listened to it, go ahead and look up. You can pause this if you want, but go ahead and look up Patton Oswalt KFC joke, and that's pretty much exactly what we're talking about right now. Mega leg, and he comes out of the bunker, and it's just comes through the blast doors like a T-Rex in Jurassic Park, just.
KFC.
There you are.
Injecting chickens with the super soldier serum since
I think there's nothing more telling about KFC than how South Park portrays them. And if you've ever watched Cartman's obsession with KFC, he orders one of the buckets and then rips the skin off, dunks it in the gravy, and just starts eating it. And that's it. Basically, don't give a shit about the chicken. I just want that seasoned, fried. I think he's dipping it either in the gravy and then like the mashed potato bowls, and that's it. Those are the only things he eats. He just basically takes chicken and just whips it.
It sounds so disgusting, but it also, I know it would be so delicious to do that.
Yeah, because it's just sodium and pepper and whatever famous secret spices they have on there.
It's finger-licking Colonel Sanders' secret freaking...
Colonel Sanders' secret sauce?
Yeah.
I don't know. What they need to do, and they won't. But what they need to do is they need to pay Ninja, Shroud, Doc, Summit, all the top guys. Soda.
What if Doc dressed up as Colonel Sanders?
Doc dressed up as Colonel Sanders, still being Doc.
Yeah.
But working at a KFC with his green screen or whatever, playing this game. Like they need to just pay them to play the game. Even though the game is free, just do it so your name is out there for hystericalness. That would be, I don't know, it'd just be too funny to me. Be great.
That would be fun. That'd be fun.
Number 9. Matt's favorite game. Here we go. Kojima Productions released a 7-minute exposition trailer for Death Stranding as Tokyo Game Show got underway. The briefing trailer sets the stage for Death Stranding creator Hideo Kojima's Tokyo Game Show presentation in the next few hours, in which he'll be showing more gameplay from the PlayStation 4 title. By the way, it's like an hour worth of gameplay. This is written previous to this happening. But the trailer is entirely focused on a single scene set in the White House Oval Office. Emily?
You got me.
That name, played by Lindsay Wagner, is the presumed leader of the United States, and she's in conference with the game's central figure, Sam, played by Norman Reedus, as well as Die Hardman, played by Tommy Earl Jenkins, who runs an organization called Bridges, which seeks to reconnect a fractured country. As the scene unfolds, it becomes clear that Sam is being courted to run a rescue mission on the West Coast. Emily makes use of holograms and strange little stop-motion toy soldiers to explain the situation. In turn, Sam exudes hard-bitten cynicism at the entire plan. Sam is us.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. I haven't watched anything. I think I'm just going to avoid everything from Death Stranding.
Yeah, I don't, like, my brain is just going to keep hurting until I've played it. Fun fact, I don't think I'm going to play it till Christmas break. I think I'm going to risk taking the 2-month grace period.
Sure. I mean,
only because it's
I
don't need to play it.
It's a jam-packed.
It's a jam-packed fall. I want to play it. I don't need to play it right away because it's out in November, right? And I need all my efforts on Pokemon and cooking them in my curry decks. So
That was going to be my question was, what's the priority? This
Pokemon.
Sword and Shield.
Yeah, Pokemon.
Anything else other than that?
I don't
even know
of true releases, no, because I'll probably Uplay Plus for Ghost Recon. Need for Speed will be Origin. FIFA will be Origin. Madden will be Origin.
Ghost Recon is probably what we should put on a back burner until like after the holidays, because then we can co-op it again.
If we wait till after the holidays, we have to immediately co-op it and finish it because we're going to be hitting Cyberpunk time and all the February releases.
Yeah, but that gives us 2 months if we
can do that. That's fine with me.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just saying.
Odds are it's going to be like the previous Ghost Recon where there's so much shit that
we'd never finish it.
But we'll get good time out of it.
Well, here's the thing. Either way, that's one that comes out this fall. Whether or not we play it right then or not, that's one that comes out. Doom comes out this fall, but I think I'm sitting on that one too.
What are you actually gonna? You're just gonna play Pokemon forever.
I feel personally attacked.
You should.
No, I mean I'll have my sports games are still going to be being played in there, but I have to get WoW done. And WoW will delay a lot of things. Todd and I are at 36 right now, and we are pushing for 60 by the end of the month. Like, that's our goal. I don't think it's going to happen.
I don't think so either. But
15 days, we're halfway there. We're over halfway there. A little over 15 days since it's been released. So there's a chance. Given I don't fuck around and fix this like sleeping problem and whatever.
I have complete faith in your guys' ability to play video games. I know you guys are very good at games.
That's true. I'm one of the best.
I don't think you can make it by the end of the month.
Or if you want to lay that challenge down, I'll do it now just to spite you. And you know that.
Well, I'm kind of doing it because either way, it's a win for me.
Right.
So.
I'm either done with it or.
I mean, either I get the satisfaction of you failing, or I get the satisfaction of knowing that
you made me finish it. Unlike Odyssey, which nobody can make me finish.
Yeah. Well, that was kind of like one of those where I was like trying to tell you to not finish it because it wasn't worth it.
You were warning me early on, like, don't finish it. I'm like, I'm going to finish it. And then not even an hour into the next time after I sat down, I was like, I'm not finishing this. Still downstairs, still installed.
Waste of space. I mean, the game was fine, but it's definitely worth.
Well, here's the thing.
It's not worth worrying about.
I don't have anything on the PlayStation currently that I need to swap it out for. Death Stranding would be what I would swap it out for. All the other things that we're talking about, Pokemon's on the Switch. Every other game I just mentioned is on my PC.
Yeah.
And if I'm being totally honest, I will probably put Destiny back on my PC at the beginning of October too.
Oh yeah, because they're doing their release.
It'll go free to play. I already own the base game or whatever, but it'll go free to play, and it'll be free to play up until Shadowkeep, which is the new expansion that comes out in October. It'll be free to play all up to that content until Shadowkeep. So I'll just be like, cool, it's fun to walk around in here and do things, shoot, bang, bang. All right, cool, and I'm out. See you later.
Yeah. I was just going through the release list to see if there was anything that caught my eye for the coming months.
I mean, Call of Duty. But
yeah, Call of Duty.
I don't think I'm going to touch that.
I mean, for me, I'm
Star Wars, Jedi, Fallen Order.
Yeah.
But that's
I'm a little curious about.
That's into the EA Pass too.
Yeah, I'm a little curious about the Outer Worlds, but
I'm curious to like watch somebody play it. Like that's a game I would definitely watch a streamer play, or like I would make you play it.
Yeah.
Like, I would have it downloaded here on your account and just have you play it here and record it that way. But recording you doing that would be terrible because nobody wants to watch anybody look at a terminal for 20 minutes.
That's true. I'd just be reading everything.
The best part of it would just be silent and me going, fucking come on!
See, you got, like, the stuff you're interested in has pretty good, like...
It's got pretty good breaks in it, but here's the thing. I am not in a position anymore to blitz games.
Yeah.
Like, I can if I want to, but it's not healthy.
It's not, and it's... Yeah, it's just not.
It's not healthy.
A realistic
It's not financially okay. When I can just push things off. I don't have to... I came to this term, I think, last year. I was like, I don't have to play everything anymore. I don't have to play everything.
Yeah. Yeah, that's...
Play what I want to play.
I had
Talk about everything. Form opinions on everything. But don't play everything.
I had a similar revelation that was like, I don't, like... It was mostly about getting games, buying and playing games that I might not necessarily be super interested in, but most people are.
Right.
And I would get them for that reason.
Which is what happened to me with Metal Gear.
Yeah.
I was like, I bought Metal Gear. Now, granted, I bought it on sale. I bought it for like $30.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, everybody loves this game. It's supposed to be such a good game. I got 3 hours in. I was like, fuck this. I'm done.
Yeah,
so it's now...
be true to yourself.
We've become smarter consumers.
Yes. And healthier human beings. Kind of. In that regard.
I mean, maybe mentally or like financially, but not physically. Physically, we are none healthier than we were 5 minutes ago.
Now for our token WoW news. World of Warcraft.
Anybody seen Mancrick's wife? hey, she's dead in the hut.
It's over my head. World of Warcraft Classic.
Oh, that's right. You were an Alliance player. Forget you wouldn't see all the Barons chat about Mancrick's wife.
World of Warcraft Classic launched last month, not just to crowded servers, but also crowded streams.
We crowd everything we touch. We are the Horde.
Boosting World of Warcraft viewership on Twitch up to 84%. According to Stream Elements, WoW was watched for just under 68 million hours for August.
It's a lot of hours, in case anybody's curious about how numbers work.
Fourth most viewed game.
I think it's currently probably sitting at number 3. Hold on, let me check real quick.
Mm-hmm. Fourth most viewed game for the month of August. I expect for September it will be higher. Interesting. I've been appreciating it's third right now. I've been appreciating the talk that it has generated.
So we're on Sunday. Fortnite's at 179,000. Just Chatting, which is a dumb thing anyway, is at 117,000 people, and World of Warcraft is at 99,000, and Borderlands is at 90,000.
Nice. Lovely.
Yeah. So interesting.
It is interesting, for sure.
Did I lose my mic? No, I'm good. Okay. I wasn't sure if the cable stayed in. Yeah. So it'd be a fun week of me now trying to prove Matt wrong, kind of.
Listen, if you take that challenge on yourself, you only have yourself to blame.
The biggest, other than my sleep apnea, the biggest, that's not apnea. Other than my sleeping disorder, the other problem is where we currently are.
Yeah.
It's slowing us down.
Yeah, but I think that's going to be a problem going forward, too. So,
but we have more... The problem is that I think we also have more variety, though, once we leave. Of, like, places we can kind of go. It'll happen again. But at the moment, this is the place you go for this level. So, like, we're all just here hanging out.
Yeah.
But once we kind of get away from that, we might be able to split up a little bit again. Kind of do our some here, some there thing.
Yeah.
But there's just so much we have to do in that area that we have to be there for so long. Kill 10 Panthers. Hey, cool. Kill 10 Elder Panthers. Oh, all right, cool. Kill 10 Super Old Panthers. What fucking... It's just same thing all over again.
I hate the ones where it's like...
What are we going to do tonight, Todd? Same thing we do every night, Nate. Try to kill another fucking panther.
I hate the ones where it was like, kill, whatever. Kill 10 panthers or whatever. And so you do that, you turn it in, you dump all the random shit that you had, and then you take another quest, and it's like, I need this fucking panther tooth.
Yeah. So the part that actually pisses me off more is, notoriously for the horde players, zebra hooves. Zebras are zebras with a horn, so they're basically unicorns, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have 4 hooves. We all clearly see them. Take a guess how many zebras you have to kill. And the quest is to get 4 zebra hooves.
Oh, you probably have to kill, like,
Probably
I
have
don't
to
know.
kill somewhere between 50 to 100 to get 4 hooves. They all have 4 hooves. At least give me one of them. I'm a rogue. I got swords. I'll cut the leg off.
Maybe they're magical and their hooves evaporate. after
Well,
you
they
kill
weren't.
them.
They weren't magical when I shoved my dagger in it.
It's rude.
Give me your hoof.
We can
Magic
take this-
beast.
We can do this the easy way or the hard way. You give me the hoof, or I cut the hoof off.
I like the idea of just some like fan comic of like a zebra just presenting one hoof while it has clearly 3 other ones and it's just holding one. It's like, just take it and leave me alone, while you see nothing but dead zebras behind it. Like, yeah, give me the hoof. But yeah, that's our week. And now we get to do this again in 5 days.
5 days, but we'll have all of Tokyo Games Week to talk about.
Yeah, Tokyo Games Week will be a thing. Nate will have played a lot more Borderlands probably, while ignoring the ability to play WoW because, challenges or things. I played a little bit of Fire Emblem, but not enough, not much. But yeah, we'll get there. We'll see. We will conquer and we will overcome. That being said, we'll see you in 5 days.